Police in Montgomery County believe they've arrested 4 women behind a retail theft ring. This is one of them, as you can see there, allegedly caught in the act. And the thieves targeting the same businesses repeatedly for months. Fox 5's Bob Barner live tonight in Gaithersburg with all those details. And what a takedown that was. Hey, Bob.
Sensational.
We're ready for them yesterday, Marina. The 4 women are all from D.C., and they were arrested here at Downtown Crown Shopping Center Wednesday afternoon. They are charged with felony theft, and police believe they may be responsible for more than a dozen retail thefts here in Montgomery County in recent weeks. I want to show you that video again. Take a look at this. This is a Gaithersburg police detective arresting one of the women who police say had just tried to steal more than $10,000 worth of clothing items from the...
I just got to pause it right here. This is insanity. Imagine you thinking that you a bad chick, and lo and behold, it is only because she's stealing wigs and makeup and candles.
Help me understand.
Wrangling her like a wild hog. No disrespect, but he couldn't handle that big bag. He needed some backup. Where is the help for this man to get this big Bertha down? This is crazy.
The Lululemon store here at Downtown Crown. The others ran off but were arrested inside a nearby grocery store. In all, 3 adults and 1 juvenile are being charged not only in Wednesday's theft at Lululemon, but previous thefts at this same store and another theft a short time earlier yesterday at the Bath and Body Works in Germantown.
But wait a minute. You mean to tell me that there's a minor child? So one of y'all brought y'all child with y'all to go and steal from Lululemon and Bath and Body Works and Ulta or Sephora? Y'all, you need to be in jail. Y'all do. That's a dang on shame.
Allegedly stealing $1,700 worth of candles there. Gaithersburg police tell us they were here and outside of the store, inside the store and outside the Lululemon, waiting when the women showed up again yesterday. Lens Crafters, that's over at Rio, was also targeted. Police saying the businesses are not the only victims.
You know, you're in the store and here comes 4 or 5 people and just grabbing a bunch of items. Possibly they may knock you down as they're trying to get away, or you're standing there and you get astonished of what's going on. But then those prices do come on us as well. But you also have employees who sometimes, because of this, don't feel safe to be.
When y'all wonder why the price of the foundation, the price of y'all Lululemon leggings, the sets, all of that goes up, you can thank your fellow sisters because they are out here stealing and thrilling. When they told y'all that they was big, boss chicks, boss babes, getting money, we make more money than men. Meanwhile, this is why they make more money, some of them, because they're out here stealing and then they're going to flip it and sell it to you online, or they're going to be selling it to, online retailers like Amazon, who's going to sell you this stuff. But they boss chicks and they making an honest living.
Affects a lot of us in many ways.
I'm glad that they're caught because we come down here, we bring our families down here. We don't ever want to be in a situation where, you never know what people are carrying with them. You don't know what they would do to get away.
So I was at my local Ulta and one of the stylists had told me there had been a string of, women that have been coming in there stealing. And imagine you in there minding your business like this woman is, sharing her story here, whether you're by yourself or you with your children or whoever you with, your homegirl, your mama, and y'all just going about your day, perusing the hair care, the makeup, whatever. And you see a bunch of big backs coming up in there, ransacking the place. Okay, just a bunch of unruly women wreaking havoc because they don't want to get off of their lazy behinds and go work a job so they can afford some makeup, so they can go catfish some men and get some money. This is crazy. This is insanity to me. And they're just making it an entirely unsafe environment. You don't know what's going on. They're coming in there acting just like wild animals. And then they're going to want some empathy and some sympathy from the public. And these women are going around doing this stuff for months on end, and they are being surveillanced, and then they finally get caught, and then they want to act like, deers in headlights, like they don't know that they've been stealing for months and they don't need to go to jail.
That's not something we have to worry about anymore.
Now, these are the three adults arrested yesterday. They are, from left to right, Monet Herndon and Sean Stewart, both 26 years old, from D.C., and 18-year-old Precious Spivey, also of the district. An unnamed 17-year-old was arrested and released to her parents. Police are looking into the possibility these are the same suspects in retail thefts last summer here at the Lululemon and at the Dick's Sporting Goods over at the Rio. A police officer was struck by the getaway car in one of those cases. As for the three adult suspects arrested here, a court commissioner has released them from custody, ordered them back before a judge in April.
Show the one other individual because they are 17 years old, a minor child. But that's crazy to know that they had been involved in another incident where they had hit one of the officers with the getaway car. And I have heard about these situations happening in so many places across the country, and 99% of them involve women as the ringleaders in all of this. And then for the other ones that's doing it, they're dumb enough to follow behind a man because they getting deed down, or he might be, stealing, taking the money that he's stolen from people or that he made from these stolen items. And he might take you to get a little burger or something like that. And he buying you a good wig and whatever. And that's if he bought the wig. He might have stole that too, and he might just give you $40. You're just going to roll with him and hang out with him, and you are going to be a accessory and involved in the crime as well. And you all are lying. No way that we can be the most educated. There's no way that we can be, getting all this money, all of this. We so intimidated by men, but we are out here committing these type of crimes. What's so crazy is that the justice system never fully comes down on women. There's not enough manpower. This is not like high on the totem pole, but it does have to get addressed because the theft does impact communities. There's so much theft that's going on. We have seen it across this country. Businesses will shut down and people will lose their jobs because of individuals like them. This just is not like an isolated situation where, they just lose a couple of, $100 of product. Those hundreds of dollars in lost product over time, imagine if they're going to these same businesses day after day, week after week. That all just piles on, causes these businesses to have to make decisions when it comes to the bottom line. And it's either paying, status quo and just hope that they don't come back, or we're going to just keep taking hits to the bottom line. And then what happens? You cannot pay people. People are getting shorted on their hours. And then they start closing their doors a lot earlier. And then people are going to start leaving and moving to different stores. And then eventually they're going to just shut the whole store down because there's no way. They can't pay for security. And even security can only do so much. Telling employees, you should never try to involve yourself with people like them, these hoodlums, because you can see, you don't know what they're going to do. Don't involve yourself in people stealing from the store. You can't get your life back, but they can replenish those products if they decide to keep the stores open. And then you all start crying about how there's no jobs. I can't find a job, so on and so forth. And then you got to drive so far out from your community just to work a retail job or any type of job where people are coming into these establishments, people who have lives. And unfortunately, when you have these type of hoodlums and then they're teaching this minor child, probably one of their relatives that's been along on the ride, that's been groomed and coached on how to be a thief, and they're just involving them in all of their mayhem. And then they let one of these individuals go and then gave them a court date. So also, they're not fully punishing these types of, women when they do these crimes. So there's really no incentive for them to change when it's all said and done. I'm not saying that a person should lose their entire life for stealing makeup and candles. However, a jail time, nothing, happens to their pockets. Their pockets are not hurt. They're going to just continue to go out here and do it again. They are willing to get tackled in the middle of the street like a wild boar. Okay, wigs falling off and sliding and everything. Socks being exposed. Them socks was dirty as all get out. They do not care. There is no incentive for them to change. These are individuals who choose to do this, but this is also not a good look for the Black woman image. These are the same women who talk about men, say they're broke, they're dusty, they're not getting it. Okay, they'll call men out of their names, but these are also women out here stealing wigs, makeup, and candles. Okay, but they're supposed to be making all this money. They will have their day in court, and this is not going to stop. Women are going to continue to do this because, one, they can get away with it, and then two, don't really care. They're going to crash out. It's a lot easier for you to go out here and put in some applications. Hell, you can do a plethora of things to generate legal money. You don't have to do this. I'm sure out of the three of y'all, somebody knows how to lay some wigs down. Somebody know how to braid some hair, do some lashes, something legitimately. Why don't you go and get a legitimate license? Do something, go to school. Many communities offer, first time going to school, all your education paid for, even if it's just at the community college level. You can do something. Hell, you can even sell some cat if you wanted to. But let me know what y'all think about this craziness, y'all. Until the next video, peace, y'all.
What I find very interesting, none of y'all as women are standing on anything. What are y'all standing on?
If you think I'm here to play around with y'all, God damn it, I'm not.